all know this simple three-letter word. It could be an answer to a question, as in, yes, I do think Piolo Pascual is the handsomest actor ever. It could also signify acceptance, as in, yes, I would love to go to prom with you, Piolo. It could also be a positive reaction, as in, yes, Piolo Pascual asked me to marry him. To me, yes is what leadership is all about. First, yes is a response. Leaders must be responsive. This means having to address everything, from technical difficulties to student complaints, problems with the venue to misunderstandings within the team to near impossible deadlines. But simply said, all these boil down to one aspect: that a leader should care not only for her team, but also about the task at hand. Being people-oriented and being task-oriented is a buy one, take one deal, and it comes at a price. But the fulfillment that comes afterwards, priceless. Responsiveness does not just mean responding to people. It also means being aware of how people respond to you. I learned this through a rather simple experience. Back in my organization in the grade school, I was always so proud to say that I did my best. So naturally, I was a bit hurt when my moderator told me I could be doing a better job. How? I asked. And then she told me to comb my hair. It was then that I realized that a leader should care not only about the task at hand, not only about the members of her team, but also about herself. I am not saying be selfish. What I'm saying is be self-conscious. Being a good leader means saying yes to being a good role model, which, ironically enough, encompasses a lot of no's. No to bad habits, no to unproductive attitudes, no to laziness, no to procrastination, no to power tripping, no to empty promises, no to unkempt hair. My teacher was right. The best example of leadership is leadership by example. Second, yes signifies acceptance. There have been so many times when I wished it only meant accepting the glory and the power and the influence. But that is simply not the case. Sure, when a project is successful, the leader is the most recognized. But when a project turns out otherwise, it is still the leader who is the most recognized. One has to accept the criticism and the praise, just as the actor accepts the limelight, as well as the stage fright. Then there's accepting that sometimes there simply are factors beyond our control. Bad timing, inappropriate weather conditions, and unforeseen events could all ruin a perfectly well thought out plan. It can be so frustrating. But this is all part of the process. Saying yes to leadership means that you have to accept the fact that you are not perfect. It is called humility, and at times, it's a difficult pill to swallow. You also have to learn that you cannot please everyone. There are some people who, upon arriving at this fact, would simply shrug and leave it as it is. But then there are others who would frown a bit, think, and say, well, I might as well try pleasing some people rather than none at all. These, ladies and gentlemen, are the people we call leaders. Yes is lastly a positive reaction. Now, don't we usually associate positive reactions with good things and negative reactions with bad things? Leaders, however, should react positively no matter what the situation may be. She should be ready to give affirmation when things are going right, and to work on things that may need a little improvement. On a deeper note, yes as a positive reaction could be seen from a different perspective. Think of it as the domino effect. You push one domino, and eventually all the rest will follow. One yes inspires more yeses. Leadership ultimately should create a positive reaction in society. And what could be more positive than the creation of more leaders? But before this positive reaction, before this acceptance, before this response, there is another three-letter word. You. Leadership starts with you. So you have to do something about it. By something, I don't mean finding the cure to cancer, or stopping hyperinflation, or achieving world peace. I mean do something that actually means something to you. If you adore kids, then why not volunteer as a tutor this summer? If you love food, then take it a step further, learn a recipe or two, and cook breakfast for your family. If you love to party, then why not channel your event organizing skills into fundraisers? See, leadership means saying yes. Yes to your passions, whether it's basketball or YouTube, dogs or pasta, electrical circuits or pianos, and everything in between. Shake off that mentality that leadership is all about politics and influence and position. Because it is not. Adapt the true meaning of leadership, which is doing what you love to do, to the best of your abilities, in His name. So I'd like you to ask yourself now, have I found my passion? Am I putting my all into it? Am I doing this for God? If you have answered yes to all of the questions, then congratulations. You are a leader. Thank you.
For the first runner-up, for the first Voice of Leadership Elocution Contest, Ms. Regina Isabelle Ranada from Miriam College.